Good morning. It is the morning of our sail from Milos. We try for Malta. It might turn into Sicily. We don't know. There's quite a bit of wind, so I'm super excited.
Super excited.
And we are about to go fill up on some water, hoist the sails, and yes. Milos being our home for the last 4 days, it was amazing to see her in low season. We are saying goodbye to both a beautiful island and a beautiful country pushing towards the Atlantic Ocean.
Now we left Milos. We've been sailing for approximately 4 hours. I had a bit of a headache before. Now it's getting better. I think it's due to the weather. There's still no sun, so the sun panels and the batteries are not kicking in. So Kieran has to hand steer. We got some new fruit nets. How are you going?
Not bad. We're flying away from Milos. It's really nice. Seeing a squall on the horizon, we prepared for our first bad weather since being back on Merewether.
Okay, so we made it out from the storm. It rained on us pretty heavily for a couple of hours, and there was no wind at all. We became soaking wet, so we changed all our clothes. Now the sun came out and it's pretty nice. We see the last land bit of Greece. How you going, sailor?
Not bad. We've got some 17-18 knots from behind. We're meant to be like this for the next 24 or 48 hours. And should get us pretty much halfway to Malta at least. And we're just entering the South Ionian Sea on the south of Greece.
Chasing the strong winds out of Greece, we quickly found some decent-sized waves. This made it a bit uncomfortable for me, being relatively new to sailing.
So we are 200 nautical miles into our 500 nautical miles sail, averaging speed at around 6 or 7 knots. The waves are pretty hectic, the wind is pretty hectic, but it is all downwind sailing, which is really, it's a dream. We don't have to beat into it. So tell me, how are you liking it so far?
It's good. It's wet, windy. Kind of shifts gravity all the time. But no, it's good. I like it.
Have you getting a bit seasick?
When I go down, yeah, it's still not going away. So I'm working on that. A little bit wet there?
I have been drier, I'm going to be honest.
So what happened?
Well, a storm cell, which we were riding our way to Malta on, has decided to stick around a little bit longer than we'd hoped. And it's brought with it a bit of rain and a bit of weather. You win some, you lose some.
But we're getting there.
But we are getting there. We're not motoring at all, we're using the wind, which is what we wanted. There's definitely some things to improve when we get to Malta. We have to get some kind of generation tool to recharge the batteries.
After 3 days without sun, the clouds finally cleared, and we started to dry off the damp house. We enjoyed swimming for the first time in our sail, and attracted some other swimmers passing by. So we're currently at day 5 of our crossing from Milos to Malta. The wind has been pretty okay, but last night it died off completely and didn't really kick back in until 5 in the morning, which is when I took over the steering. I've been going 3-4 knots since then. It could be better, but it's really pretty outside, the sun is out and it's pretty warm.
So yeah, with only 30 nautical miles to go, quite looking forward to getting on land. Whole bunch of jobs to do when we get to Malta, but the first one will be sleeping. I'm so stuffed. So we were sailing through and we saw these white little knobs kind of bobbing up and down. We didn't know what they were. Ended up being some kind of sealant or foam.
Show me?
It's in Italian, I think. If anybody in Malta wants some filler foam, come see us. We'll give you a couple of cans. Chuck us a few euros.
Alright, I'm cooking our last meal on the sea before we head to Malta. Have a look. Where are we?
Malta! Finally, we have made to Malta after 5 days of no sleep.
That's not Swedish, actually.
What's that?
That sounded Swedish.
No, if I was to say, if I was Swedish, it'd be more like Tu talar svenska. And so, we have made Malta! Thanks for watching, guys. As always, like and subscribe. If you really want to support us, check the link below and become a patron. Keep an eye out for next week's video, where we discover the ancient Malta and tick off a lot of jobs for the future voyage.